So today I'm starting a wee series on my channel where I'm testing like different brands that in my opinion are either really hyped up or really like heavily advertised. So today's video will be on MOTEL ROCKS. I will show you the other side, but that has my address on it. So I bought a few pieces. I'm gonna try them on. I'm gonna tell you whether I think they're worth the price, worth the hype. I hope you enjoy. I've got a few more videos of this type coming over the next few weeks. So if it's something you enjoy, definitely give it a wee thumbs up and let me know. Or if you have any brand ideas that you think I should try, if you comment them down below. But let's just get on to trying the stuff on. So I have ordered 4 things. I've accidentally went on like a colour scheme that was not planned. So I ordered 4 things, ordered them really late one night. It was the night before last night, so it was either Sunday into Monday or Monday into Tuesday that I ordered them. I think it was Sunday into Monday. For next day delivery. They came this morning. Today is Wednesday, so shipping times are actually quite fast. I don't know why I pay for next day delivery when I know things aren't going to come the next day at the moment, which obviously is totally fine. Like, there's bigger things going on in the world than me not getting my parcel the next day. It's not as if I'm going anywhere anyways. But compared to the likes of like Pretty Little Thing, Boohoo, Misguided, this was quite expensive. What I'm going to do is I'll actually get all the prices up for everything and I'll put them on the screen. The good thing is I see a lot of MOTEL ROCKS ads on TikTok and that always gives you a discount code, so that's good. So I'll start with these trousers. So I actually own a pair of trousers from MOTEL ROCKS already, and I do quite like them, but I wanted to kind of test out. So I've got 4 different things that are 4 different things. I think 2 of them especially are things that MOTEL is quite known for. So I got these trousers. They are Lilac, sort of wide leg flared trousers. I got these in a medium. That's something I'm personally not a huge fan of on websites. When things are small, medium, large, I don't think it's very helpful to anybody. Because I think there's often times where you're in between sizes. So, because it would kind of like, for example, say like small was 6 to 8 and then medium was 10 to 12. Like, what if you're between an 8 and a 10? Do you know what I mean? So it was one of those things. I've not tried anything on yet, so I will insert the try on clip and I'll let you know how these look. The quality of them, you know what, I will be completely honest, these are quite thin. For £40, which I'm pretty sure is what they were, they are quite a thin material, but they may be the nicest trousers I've ever tried on, so let's try them on and see how they look. Okay, so first thing on is the trousers. The length of them actually is quite good. The only thing is, I'm only 5'4", and these are quite perfect in length on me, so if you're any taller, maybe I wouldn't advise them. Strangely enough, they're actually a wee bit tight. The only reason I'm saying that is strange is because the other MOTEL ROCKS trousers that I've got are actually too big, so it's a bit odd. That's what they look like in the back. With the amount I paid for these trousers, they feel a bit flimsy. It's not even necessarily flimsy, like they just don't feel like a £40 material. I don't know, because I do think, obviously I've got mirrors like straight behind there, I do think they look quite nice on it. I don't know whether it's a matter of the material needs to be stretched a wee bit. I would probably rate these like a 7 out of 10 I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I'll go with 7 out of 10. But That's what they look like on. They're alright. Okay, so the next thing I picked up is a wee top. Oh gosh. I hate having open packaging and stuff. I also hate when they come with these stupid wee bits of paper. It just seems like a bit of a waste. So this top is going to be quite difficult to show because it's quite heavy at the back. So it's one of those sort of, it's a little silky satin top that kind of looks like one of those bandana tops that's tied in the front, and then it's got a bow in the back where you tie it. So if I was to untie this, obviously it looks like that. I do like tops like this because you can tie them as tight as you want or as loose as you want. So the good thing about this, I think, is with the sizing being small, medium, large, I do think that's quite a good thing. This is quite adjustable. The only thing is the straps aren't adjustable, so I'm thinking it's going to be relatively high necked just because of the style of it, which is fine. That doesn't bother me at all, but just so you know, it doesn't have any adjustable bits on the straps if it's something you're looking at. This one feels a lot better quality. The satiny, like silk, I think this would be satin. It feels really thick, like it doesn't feel super thin. I don't, like, you wouldn't be able to see through it. Obviously I've got a big light in front of me and you can't see through it at all, so I'll probably try this on with the trousers that I've tried on, just to kind of show them together, but hopefully that fits well. I do quite like that top. It's not actually a style that I own, so hopefully it's quite nice, but I guess I'll find out in the try on. Okay, so I've just popped on a random pair of trousers. These are from Pretty, I think, if anybody's wondering. But here's the top. There's what it looks like in the back. You know what, I think back is really pretty. The only thing I'm gonna say is, like, I can lift up my arms right now because the bottom of this top stops literally at the bottom of my boobs. But then I don't know if I could, like, pull it down. I don't know if that looks better, like if I maybe like tie it a wee bit tighter. Try that right now. Although the only thing is, because it is that sort of like satin silky material, it's quite difficult to tie tight. I feel like it'd be easier if you got someone else to tie it for you. You know what? I do think this is quite pretty. It's definitely not my favourite top that I've ever tried on. I think, like, with the not having the adjustable straps, like if I'm standing like this, but if I'm standing normally, like these straps are going to annoy me and they're going to fall down a lot. That's one criticism I'd give it. Other than that, I think it is a really nice quality top. It's not see-through at all. It's quite a thick material. It's just, I don't think the fit is that great. I don't know whether that's the size I bought it in. I got this in a small, so I don't know whether I was to get a bigger size if it would fit better, but then if I got a bigger size to have even more room at the straps, then there's only so far I can pull it down and then it just rides back up again. So I think maybe if you're quite, I don't know, like maybe if you had a smaller chest, this would maybe like a bit better. Obviously I don't have like the biggest chest in the whole wide world, but I do think that like that has played a factor in the top like riding up. You know what, I can't say it's my favourite. The more I'm looking at it, the more I'm like I think the back is really pretty. Like that's the main like focal point of the top. I'm gonna have to give this one like a 5 out of 10 because the straps just aren't, like, this would be a top that I probably wouldn't wear out because the straps would just fall down. It would just be an inconvenience, which is a bit annoying because I do think it's really pretty. But yeah, 5 out of 10 for this one. So something I think that Motel Rocks are quite known for is they're sort of dresses. So I picked up this dress again in Lilac. It's like a sort of shift dress almost, but it has this tie bit round the middle that you can either tie around the front and kind of have it hang over, but what I'd also saw was someone taking it out and just tying it around the back and using it to kind of tighten the back. So it's got a kibble neck on it. I'm looking at this right now. It looks quite big. I'm not sure whether a small would have been better, but I guess we'll find out. Again, it feels the same quality as the top that I've just showed you. It actually does feel quite thick and quite heavy. This isn't something I would normally wear at all. I really like the neckline. I don't tend to wear like a lot of flowy dresses. It's something I'd love to wear, but I'm always in like shorts if it's summertime. But hopefully when we can go outside this year, I will be wearing all the summer dresses that I can find. Something that is very strange is I've got a skirt coming next. And they're pretty much like the exact same colour. That's not really strange I suppose, but that would be good to see if you had like a theme or something and like you and a friend wanted to like match but not match. This and the wee skirt that I've got coming next would match quite well actually, because they're a very similar colour. So the model on the website has styled this with a little t-shirt under it. I don't know if that's how I'd wear it. I'll probably style it like that in the try on clip just to kind of make it look as similar. But I also got this in a medium. I don't know if I mentioned that, sorry. Again, for the price point, I'm not sure whether it's one of those things where it's not really expensive, but we are just kind of like taught to believe that like, obviously on Pretty Little Thing had that like 89p sale, that that's normal. And when you think about it, it's probably not. So, well, I guess once I've done all the try-ons and we get to the end of the video, you'll see where I thought it was worth the price. Okay, so here's the wee dress. I'll show you it from the front. I feel like it's quite short in the back, but I actually don't think it is. I think it's just me being a paranoid. Here's the front. I've obviously kept my bra on. I think you would either have to wear like a strapless bra or braless. You know what? I did not think I would like this at all, and I actually think it's really pretty. Something that always throws me off when I'm trying things on is like, I wouldn't go out in this dress with my hidden pleats. So it's one of those things. I'm trying to untie this wee knot in the back. Ugh. To try and tie it the other way they've tied it. The only thing about satin is I feel like you can see everything right through it, but that's not a like Motel Rocks problem, that's just a thing that happens when you wear satin. You know what, it doesn't really bother me at this point. It used to really bother me, but it doesn't anymore. I'm quite unbothered. So I'm gonna tie it the way they had tied it in one of the photos, if I can figure out how to loop it back through. So basically they had looped it in the back only and done it like that. You know what, I think that actually looks, oh yeah, I'm like staring at a frame to see what that looks like. You know what, I'm not sure. I do actually really like this. I'm not sure it's the most flattering on me personally, but I do think it's really pretty. You know what, maybe if I had different underwear on, I think it would maybe look a bit better. You know what, I actually really like this. I might actually end up keeping this, although I'm not sure where I'd wear it, but yeah, I'm gonna give this one like a good like 9 out of 10. I think if I had tan on, if I had my hair a bit differently, I think it would be a 10 out of 10. So really like it's another dress. Yeah, I really like this one. The quality feels so nice as well, like it feels so light, especially like this wee kill neck, but I think that looks so pretty as well. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for this one. And the last wee thing I've got is a little satin skirt. I don't know whether these are silk or satin. I do think they're satin. Let's see if it says on here. Yeah, satin. So it's a little satin skirt. It's got a little split in the side here. Again, I don't know whether it's just me who always thinks things look so much bigger when you hold them up. Stretch wise, it's really not got any stretch to it. Like, it's got like a wee bit, so I feel like that's quite good that it's not super stiff, because there's nothing worse than when you're out in like a skirt or a dress that's so stiff and you can't walk and you can't move your legs and you're just not having a good time. So I do actually think this is really pretty. I'm not sure how high up this leg slit is going to go, because this is meant to be high-waisted. So that's a bit of a worry, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But it's so pretty, actually. The only thing is, I'm not sure how you would like get the creases out of this. I don't think you can iron satin, so I don't know if you'd maybe have to put like a tea towel down or something first and then iron over it. But yeah, let's try it on, see how I feel about it. Okay, so here's the wee skirt. I've just popped this on just by the top I had on already. First thing, the leg slit, I don't know whether it's sitting a bit funny. It's not too high up. I think the skirt's a wee bit big, that's the only thing. So like, I feel like a small would be too small, but a medium is too big, yeah. So, but then that's weird because the medium in the trousers was really tight, so I'm like, sizing isn't super cohesive, I'll say. The quality of the skirt is really nice. Again, it's doing that satin thing where you can like see right through it, like any lumps and bumps, which I don't think is the most flattering thing ever, but I don't know also whether you're supposed to wear it like super high-waisted or if you're supposed to wear it a wee bit lower. I think the higher waisted you wear it, obviously the higher that slit's gonna go. You know what? I actually think it's quite pretty. I'm not sure whether it's something I would actually wear, like the thing of me keeping it. The good thing is at the back as well, it's not super short. I'd watched some motel reviews and a few people had said that like the skirts were quite short in the back. So again, that's the thing I'd be wary of if you're taller. So as I mentioned previously, I'm only like 5'4", so I think again with different pants on, I think the front would look better. Again, there's no issues with the quality or anything. I think the quality's really nice. Again, it's that material that's really like I could move, I could like go a walk and I could do things in this skirt, so I will give it a 7.5 out of 10. I actually quite like this one. I'm not sure if I'll keep it, but I do quite like it. Okay, so I've just tried everything on and I've got my final thoughts here. Something I'm gonna say, I think Motel Rocks are catering to a very specific body type. That's one thing I will say. I've not done a huge amount of research into like their models or anything like that. When I was looking at dad, all seem to be like quite skinny petite girls. I mean, it is 2021. I do think that like be a bit more inclusive. Overall, I think I will give Motel Rocks a 6 out of 10, purely because I think the quality was there. The quality was great in 3 out of the 4 things I bought. The only thing is like sizing. I don't think the sizing was great. Actually, obviously they are completely different materials, but if I put the top, not the top, sorry, the skirt and the trousers next to each other, I don't think they're going to be the same size. Yeah, the skirt is about an inch bigger, so their sizing isn't super cohesive. I think if you are a sort of smaller person, obviously by no means am I saying that I'm like a huge person at all, but I do think it can be quite, I'm not really sure how to word it, but like I'm going to insert a few photos here of like the models that they have on their page, and these women are absolutely gorgeous, but they're all very similar body types, and I think you can be a bit more inclusive. again, I wasn't a fan of the sizing being in small, medium and large. I think in certain things that's fine, like oversized jumpers, even like pyjamas and stuff like that. But I think if you're wanting to buy, like, especially that dress alone was about £40, you're not going to want to order a small and a medium because you don't know what's going to fit. Do you know what I mean? For that price point, obviously you can always send stuff back, but I think it would be a wee bit better if they did do their sizing in the sort of typical like 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, blah blah. I think that would be a lot more inclusive. Overall, I did actually quite like the stuff I'd picked out. Obviously I'm picking to my own taste and my own sort of style and stuff, but I don't think I will keep everything, so that's kind of like a tell of how much I like it or not, because I am a clothes hoarder and I rarely send stuff back. So yeah, but not disappointed, but it's a bit of a pain, like buying stuff, not really knowing what size. Like they do have a size guide on the website, but again, if you're in between sizes, you don't really have anything to do because you're either going to have to go bigger or you're going to have to go smaller. The one thing I'm quite hopeful about is the dress. I think, obviously if I had like a different brand pants on under it, I think it would have looked a lot nicer. It just happens to be what I was wearing today. Overall, yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I think more size inclusivity, a different sort of like a way of sizing, then I think it honestly would have been so much higher. But it's getting two things from the same brand and the same size and one of them fitting really, like one of them being too tight and one of them being too big. That is something that I'm always kind of like, well, why? Like, obviously I could totally understand me buying something from Motel Rocks in a medium and me buying something from Primark in a medium and them being different sizes, because for some unknown reason shops all have different sizing brackets, which again makes no sense because you never know what size you're going to be in any shop, but that's not the point of this. I can understand that, but getting two things from the same brand and having them fit completely differently and having one of them being too big and one of them being too small, I can't say that was ideal. But overall the quality of the items is great. I will stand by that. The quality is really, really nice. I just don't think it's my favourite brand I've ever tried. Okie doke, so that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you've got any other ideas of brands you want to see me doing this series, I've already got a parcel here for my next one, and then I've got another order coming. Or even not even specific brands, like specific collections from brands I could test them as well. I love buying clothes and testing them out and seeing whether they're great, whether they're not so great. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. Other than that, if you want to give it a wee like if you enjoyed it, if you subscribed, I would appreciate that a lot. And I will see you on Sunday for the next one. Bye!